What is going on, everyone? It is Friday, and we're going to be talking about the L7X. Is it a game changer? How loud is it? I want to hear about what you guys think about it. And it's Friday, so we just sit back, we have fun. Just finished the Rolling Thunder podcast, and, we made it. We're here. The end of the week. And Kicking with Andy next Tuesday, and that's going to be a fun subject. But without further ado, let's kick off the intro. And I love you guys. I see you in the comments. William is just saying, will you just look at that?
So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. L7X picker. It's Friday. You know the name. You know the game. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in 40 seconds. Living Loud with Andy. You know that guy, right? What's going on, everyone? It's Friday. We're here. We're live. We're direct. And, L7X. What better topic? And lots of testing and things I want to talk about that I've been doing over the week. I want to know how you guys are doing, and I appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out with us tonight. Mike DePoli, yes, please hit the like. You guys are killing it. And, of course, I got you guys over here. We can see everything going on. And, man, you guys, 20 likes, 27 people watching. I love you guys. And I tried something a little bit different. on YouTube, I lowered the latency, so I want to see if the comments come in even faster to see if I can keep up. Vance Freeze, what is up? Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. El Fuego, the Solo X is a wallet game changer for sure, but probably worth it.
I believe you on that, but for the amount of performance, man, it sounds like I got two 12s back there. There's no way that's just one. And hey, if space is your priority, and who knows what it is, and hey, it's awesome, man. It's a cool product, really is. What's going on, Garrick? Welcome to Kicking It with Andy, and don't forget to smash the like. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, man. I just been doing a lot of SPL testing just to try some stuff and to kind of learn and see kind of what I'm going up against with my electrical and see if there were any gains and stuff along those lines, and we're going to get into it. Appreciate you. William, hey. Living loud with Andy, Friday late night for the win. You're a rock star. Keep doing what you do. Thank you for tuning in, William. Love you, man. And if you guys, well, as soon as the product's ready, I am going to push this like no other. You think this guy's crazy? I'm going to push it so hard with that Bluetooth bass knob and just all the other things that he's got lined up for you guys, for the car audio enthusiast. It's awesome, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. And speaking of Cornut, thank you for tuning in, Cornut. I'm glad you're okay. He was actually checking out some airplanes flying and racing. You know the movie Planes, right? And we almost lost the caboose, and that would have been really bad. Thank you for being here, Cornut. I'm happy that you're okay and you're here. And enjoy the rest of your trip out in Reno. Yes, we like to have fun at Southern Thunder Car Audio. We really do. Rolling Thunder, same thing. You know the deal. Justin Real, Kicker Bronco, and Drew Jones System, L7X's, amazing. And of course, your Cookie Monster. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate you, man. And it was an honor just to be there, like every other year, to be under the Kicker tent, or just to be there hanging out and showing off the Kicker system, man. That's literally what I do. And what better place to do it? And I appreciate you stopping by. And yes, that Bronco build is amazing. I want to get another demo. You know what I mean? Like that one-on-one demo where no one else is around. All right, give me the full beans. And let me just sit in here for about 20 minutes. Appreciate you tuning in, Justin. This is the 11 late. Yes, in the Kicker Cave. We got to tell them. We are in the Kicker Cave. If you couldn't tell, this is the Kicker Cave. Thank you, William. Appreciate you, man. Blake was even with us, too, on the Rolling Thunder. Man, I can't wait. Even after the Discord after party, I'm going to be getting with Blake to learn some input. Lots of input, right, J5? Input. That's what I thought. Casey is here. What is going on, Casey? Brandon Banks, he just loves the YouTube's thumbnail for tonight's show, because why wouldn't he? He has a beautiful setup, and this thing is awesome. 3 L7X 12s. Yeah, I know, not the 10s or 15s, but they are coming, and he's got on the top there the ST, I think those are the 9s and the 1.5 Super Tweeters. Beautiful build, man. Excellent stuff. And to caboot with the power to power that, he's got a Surge audio amplifier. It looks like a 7K. I believe that's what he got, is a 7K. And of course the mids and highs. Looks like he's got some Steve Mead voltmeters down there on the bottom there. Like, this thing is a beautiful build. Awesome stuff. And if you didn't check already, on Kicker Club, if you go to the pinned comment, I have a post. If you want me to share, oh man, StreamYard's being weird, but I know it'll work. If you want me to see your build and show it up onto the live tonight of your L7X build, please drop it there in Kicker Club. It's real easy to find, and awesome. Cool. Yeah, see, that's just being weird. Let me see that again. Yeah, see, that worked that time, at least on my end. Hopefully it worked for you, but just go to Kicker Club. I want to see your L7X builds, guys. Thank you, Brandon, and I had that for you because I had to. And you just got to look at it. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. El Fuego, good job on ST Blake. Yes. Yes, El Fuego. Yes. Appreciate you tuning in, El Fuego. Ooh, choke change. What's up, man? Oh, wrong camera. Too many cameras here. What's the new line replacing the Q-Class Solo L7X 8 or L7X 6.5 for the win. Man, you know, that would be something crazy to see a 6.5-inch L7X. It would be so cute. I could just imagine it. I would want like a lot of them, but I would definitely just play with one to be like, look how loud this little guy is. Now, I don't know if that would replace a Q class by any means, but I feel like, will they be replacing the Q class? Maybe, maybe not. I know that they're usually a company that they're on their heels about, you know, everything. Every angle, they want it to be right. Spare no details, we want them all. And I'm sure there's a reason why there are no, you know, Q-class stuff coming down the road or announced, but if it's going to be, you're going to find out first on Kicker Unmasked or the newsletter from kicker.com, Gmail, all that fun stuff. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll find out first, I'm telling you. I don't hear anything, and I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, they're going to do this, and they didn't even release it yet. But in my opinion, I think they would, because a lot of people are still looking for sound quality, and they want to try to hit every angle they can just so that they can bring in, you know, the mass majority of customers, you know, and that's why any business does that. You know, they make one product and they're like, okay, well, this guy needs this, we're going to make that. And if there's enough of those guys, we'll make that and then keep looking. And that's just how it works. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything. Let me know if you guys hear something. What's going on, Extremo? The married life is great. It's better than the unmarried life. I will tell you that. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Big time, man. You guys are awesome. All right, cool. Before everyone leaves, I want to show a video. Let's get the sound going. Oh, we got sound. I want to show a video that I did a lot of testing with the L7X 12. I almost said 8. Got me thinking there. And this thing sounds phenomenal in general. And I wanted to add some electrical, which I did. And, you know, a little bit of lithium. And that might be something about our topic for Tuesday. But I did a few other things too, but nothing crazy. And I'm like, man, this thing is playing a lot lower. I wonder if I could float some hair. Gotta watch if you say hair tricks. But yeah, hair trick. And it's gonna be cool to show you guys this first. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a hair trick, but it's moving some air and it is awesome. Let me know what you guys think. That puts a smile on my face every time. And we did that the other day. I'm like, I need to video this. Let's go to the park, take the kids out, get a little hair trick video. And yeah, it was great. It really was. And it's a game changer, man. I've never seen that much air. I mean, other than a few guys that tune extremely low, and that is what that driver is meant to do in that application. Move that much hair. And it's incredible. That was 30 hertz, and I had to slow it down because frame rate. We shot at 60, and then I post-produced it at 30, but, you know, slowed it down halfway, and it actually worked pretty well, and you could see it moving. I'm like, man, it had to move the hair the most at 30 hertz, which is what your normal camera records at, and guess what? Doesn't look like it's moving it if it's the same frame rate. So it worked, and it is definitely a game changer. I don't know how many times I get out of the car and I'm joking with Kayla, and it's like, I don't want to be repetitive, but at the same time I'm not, because it's so impressive. It's like, yeah, it's a single 12. What? It's really crazy. Jake coming in. Oh, what did I do? Oh, man, come on. I clicked too far over. I was trying to go for the penny. And what better person to talk about this than Jake? It's his birthday. Super chat, cue the pennies. Happy birthday, Jake. Jake is the guy that built that enclosure for that L7X. Thank you so much, man, and happy birthday to you. And, man, this guy, he's ready to do a lot of things with his life, and just congratulations, man, and thank you for being a part of the community. I appreciate you big time, and happy birthday. Don't make me sing it. Love you, buddy. Thank you for tuning in and absolutely choke change. I got you, buddy, man. Yeah, if I hear anything, I will let you guys know of what I can know. And that's the great thing about the internet. It makes it a lot faster. You don't have to wait for the next issue of CarAudioMagazine.com or Car Audio 3000. You don't have to wait for that. And it's really cool to see the new stuff coming down the road. I'm excited. I don't know. You know, I know that they're always working on things. They're working on things 4 or 5 years out. No lying. Joe Keenan, we need that 1000 RMS sub high excursion like an L7X Junior. Oh man, you know, and that's the thing too, where people, you know, they're always going to want something else that fits their needs a little bit better. And I believe you on that. And I feel like Kicker has done that with a lot of their products. I mean, you go from the Comp C, the Comp S, the Comp R, it's just, you know, and a CVR, and it's just boom, 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 boom. And it's just, there's a lot of, you know, levels. So could they make a Junior, or could they make, this could be the Junior, and then they could make a bigger one. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? And they are listening, and enough people want it, they will make it happen. Oh, excuse me. You just gotta look at it, William. That's all you can do. Would you just look at that? You just gotta look at it. You just gotta look at it. Oh, man. Awesome. Cool. It really does. And, I mean, it's tuned to 31, but it's got some bandwidth, you know? I feel like you could make a few tweaks with the enclosure to get a little bit more bandwidth, but you're going to lose that just oomph of output that thing's got at the lower end. And I don't know about you, but man, that I think that's impressive, and that's what makes, you know, the hair jump up on my arms, man. It's awesome. Troy Underwood, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. This guy has been around since day one. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you've been well, man. Big time. Happy birthday, SDK. Yes, SDK enclosures. If you want an L7X enclosure, you want any enclosure that puts out the power like that, hit them up, SDK enclosures on Facebook. Andy, what is the latest? Mark Delaney, thank you for tuning in. I see my mom's in here. Isaac, Kevin, and Vance. That was Vance Freeze. The L7X is a game changer, and it really, really is. And it's not because I have this super chat video, but I mean,
I don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
And it really is. It's I don't know. It's an efficient, high excursion, call it how you will, SPL driver, demo driver, and I just don't see too many things competing it watt for watt with the amount of output that it has. And key words, watt for watt, because I know a lot of people, they fix a lot of problems with power, and some people don't want to do that. And I think that's where this falls right into that lap. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. That's the latest, really. I mean, I've been doing a lot of metering. I wanted to do some metering with the quad box, and I just wanted to get a little test run, see how it's doing, how it's been. I upgraded the electrical. Long story short, I gained 300 watts and my score stayed the same, but I think there was a few other factors. And I knew that going in. I'm like, if I'm louder now than I was before, then I'm a lot louder, because I left so many like blankets and toys. Like the back seat of anybody's car that's got kids, you can understand. Car seats, the whole nine. And it did a 50.5, and before I was struggling to do a 50.6 with everything out, trying to tweak it, trying to get the most out of it. one bank shot. I'm like, okay, yes, quad box, different build. This is the Honda Pilot, but regardless, I'm like, okay, cool. So maybe I can get these Planano batteries. Let me pull that up here. I got these going in the car. Right now I have the Yinlong, I would say JY, and I'm like HP. No, Yinlong 40 bank in the car on the Pilot, and that's actually set, and it works great. But that's his, and I borrowed it for Slamology, and I want to try my own LTO bank. Got the balancer, the whole nine. Gonna build the little setup. It's gonna be great, man. It really is. And that's kind of what I've been doing, man. Getting ready. I wanted to see what the Yinlongs would do compared to these Planano 24 amp hour 30C. I guess you could call these newer cells. They're very high discharge, capable up to 720 amps continuous. That's what it says on the website. Continuous. That's a lot of power. So we'll see. And that's kind of what I want to talk about on Tuesday, is what battery is meant for you. You know, do you want to do that and build your own bank? Maybe not. What's better for a beginner, intermediate, advanced? That's exactly what we're going to do on Tuesday, and I think it's going to be great. Really is. Appreciate all you guys. We had 40 people in here tonight. Oh, wrong camera. Come on, Ernie. Come on. And I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me. Again, where did the ticker go? The ticker just disappeared. I blame Scott. Again, I used to say I blame Jake, but I'm just blaming Scott now. Tonight, I'm blaming Scott. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. God, I can't even talk anymore. We got Scarbucks. Yes, you know it. No, it's the Explode Bucks. Every time, Dubby. It's between the pennies, the Scarbucks, the Explode Bucks. Man, happy birthday, SDK. Love you, Andy, and the crew. Love you, buddy. Appreciate you, Dubby. And happy birthday, Jake, man. Guy turned 33. You only do that one same thing for me. Man, appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dub. Thank you for being here. And we cannot forget a $5 super chat from Bubba.
Wow. Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
That's all you can do. Just look at it. You better believe there will be birthday shots in the Living Loud with Andy after party tonight. Hey, I know Jake, and yep, it's his birthday. Yep, it sounds right, man. It definitely sounds right. Thank you so much, Baba. Appreciate you. Man, we got 47 people in here tonight. I love you guys. I really do. I mean, here I'm just talking about car audio, and that's about it. But I have a lot of things that I've been doing, and the L7X just moving the air like it was. I'm like, man, this is darn impressive. Let me take a gander while I'm here. Let me take a gander on Kicker Club, and I want to see if there are any other posts. Yes, there we go. We got two. Of course, my mom commented. Yeah, I'm that guy. Oh, awesome! So this is from S.I. Caesar, and I don't know why more people aren't jumping on this. They're going to jump on it as soon as the video's over. I just know it. That's how it's going to go. Thank you, Baba. I'm going to pull that down. Awesome stuff. That is a cool enclosure. You know, it looks like a prefab, but it's not. It matches the car. You know, and I feel like a lot of people are looking for something like this, where it's not like, boom, I just got 2x4s in my trunk. I got an L7X. It looks clean back here. This thing's loud. I like that enclosure. I do wonder if you build it yourself and carpeted it. It looks awesome, man. It really does. And I bet you that thing in that car probably does a 43 on like 1100 watts. Just my guess. This thing is loud and it's efficient while doing so. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending that in. And I'm glad that I'm jumping on that. So if you guys want to post that, get your L7X build. I know they're not everywhere yet, but there's a few people that have them. Kicker Club, it's in the pinned top. Can't miss it. Can't miss it. Thank you so much for showing us that. Scott, Andy, what does the Kicker sub lineup consist of? Comp Q, L7. Man, there's a lot. Okay, so you have the Kicker comp, then you have in the 10, 12, 15. Then you have the comp C, 10, 8. I think that comes in at 8 too. I believe it does. 10, 12, 15. And then the comp R. And then you have the comp VR. Then you have
the... Yeah, because that's CVR, technically, but they call it the Comp VR now. You have the CVX, Comp VX. Depends which way you want to call it, but I think they call it the Comp VX now. It used to be the CVX. The L5, that's gone. That's technically the L7R. L7S, which is your normal, L7 of the day. And, well, the Q, but that one's, I think that one's done. So either way, I believe that's most of, like, the normal stuff. They do have the KM, like the marine stuff, subwoofers and downfiring. Depends which way you want to look at it, like the comp, the LT8, which is the square, and the CVT. That's another like shallow mount driver. There's so many, and I feel that's again like they try to hit all those, all those milestones, what people may need in their system, and different levels of it. I thought, man, a Comp S or a Comp C is not going to be a huge upgrade compared to the Comp. And it really is. It takes twice the power. It's pretty efficient. I wouldn't say quite. Maybe it is more efficient watt for watt. I don't know. I haven't done the numbers, but I always thought the Comp was a sleeper sub of kicker. And, just running those Comp Cs over there, the 10s, they're nice. And I did like a 146 on like 1200 watts on 210s. Like that's pretty impressive in their loaded enclosure. Like what? What? It's insane. Now, again, people are going to be like, all right, what's it do with 20? All right, it doesn't do that great at 20, but that's just, push comes to shove, and it is what it is. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in, Scott. Todd, I know he's trying to call me right before I go live. I'm not going live, homie. I'm going live. Sunday, I'm probably watching football Sunday. I mean, it's football Sunday. Steelers versus the Raiders. I don't know if you're tuning into that. But either way, yeah, Saturday, I'm probably going to be trying to do some filming for Kicking It With Andy for the intro and outro, all that fun stuff, shorts and stuff, send it to Bill, thumbnail, yada, yada. Sunday, I'm probably not doing too much other than maybe whatever else I didn't get to get done for that and stuff along those lines of watching a football game, man. I don't know. We'll figure something out. If you just need to stop over and you need a little test and tune, let me know. We'll figure it out. Appreciate you tuning in, Todd. Me and him been playing phone tag. It's like, that's why I do this stuff. I love it. I love it. Got someone from Kicker Club. Jaquan. Yeah, it's Jaquan. And then we got Vance. Appreciate both you guys tuning in, man. Not much, man. Just hanging out, doing the same old. Car audio and kicker. You know it. Vance, I hit a 146.9 with 1,199, I'm going to say watts, in a Chevy S10 using a CX1800 at 1 ohm in 4.25 cubic foot box. Rise was killing me. I have gotten the most power out of my CX1800s, and I don't suggest it just because, I don't want people going saying, hey, Andy told me to wire my amp down to the dirt and now my amp died. But it is a kicker amp, and they take abuse. I run all my amps at half ohm other than a Warhorse, and I have pretty good electrical to back it up. So, but that's still not what I'm trying to say is just to fix your problem by wiring down. That's just me, and I should just buy a bigger amplifier, to be honest with you. And I think that's really what the case is. Box rise is not an issue. It's just efficiency. It's the subwoofer fighting with the enclosure, and it creates pressure. And what happens is if you have less of that, it's not creating as much pressure, and it's becoming less efficient, meaning it's going to take more power to get as loud as it would be to your box. It's more efficient having more rise. So it's not a bad thing. And usually big boxes, I don't know if you got a 10 in there or a 12 or hopefully a 15. Either way, that's pretty big. Compared, relevant to the subwoofer, it's just going to be a little bit more efficient and just kind of how that works. But then there's stuff with the port too that you got to look into big time. And the frequency you're playing, your roll-offs, because the box is so big, the port's so small, and all you can do is play 17 hertz. Let me tell you, I've been there, found that out the hard way, but it was great because I'm like, what is a hair trick? Ryan Moore, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. And RVH 53 struggling along to 54. And I'm just glad you're here for some more, man. Thank you, RVH, for tuning in and being here.
Yes, all the gigawatts. So that's impressive, you know, to do a 47 on 1200 watts. And that's why I would suggest that it's, you know, the rise is killing you. You got an efficient setup, man, and I would not be complaining whatsoever. El Fuego with a $10 super chat. Man, that is just loud. El Fuego on behalf of SDK Enclosures and Jake on his birthday. Thank you so much, El Fuego. I see you're up, moving around, driving around, out of the hospital, back home, back to base. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, man. And yes, happy birthday, Jake. I mean, you know, that's the coolest thing, to have your birthday and there's this live streamer and does this stuff. I mean, it's crazy. And then whenever I was doing on my birthday, it's like, oh, this is great. This is awesome, just to be able to celebrate with friends more than the ones down the street, man. Appreciate you guys. That's probably Jake's word tonight. I appreciate you guys. Facebook user Chris Miller, thank you for tuning in, man. Hey, Andy, I'm looking into doing a bank. Your timing is perfect. You know, I'm not going in the video. It's not going to be going into how to build a bank. There's a few out there. I know I was just watching one. Like, I am a novice as well with this stuff, but I'm not an idiot. You know, it's like, okay, I gotta wire these all in series, hook up a BMS to each, positive, whatever, negative, and it's done. And you set it, you forget it, you hook it up. I feel like the purpose of that video is morely going to be like, okay, if I have no clue what I'm doing, but I should run and I'm looking for a battery, someone told me to get a battery or a capacitor. Like, don't do the capacitor, or maybe a JY capacitor, but is that an intermediate level? I don't know. And that's where I need to do a little bit of research and just kind of, you know, narrow things down and try to walk that through with you guys. Now, with building the banks, I feel like it is pretty simple, but the hardest thing about doing all that is knowing what you should use for the bank that you have. Knowing recharge values, discharge values, continuous rate, C rate of that cell, and everything down to the bus bars, man. I wouldn't say, you know, building it is the hard part. It really isn't. You just got to look at which one goes where and the bus bar that goes there and which one fits for the nut and everything else. It's pretty simple. I put it together as soon as I got it home. I put it together just to look at. I said, would you look at that? I took it apart. I said, would you look at that? That's literally all I did. And then whenever I took it back upstairs, I took it home or upstairs, and I just tested each one and made sure that they were all the same. And they all sat at 2.48, which is mainly what you kind of want to do before you put it all together. Now, a balancer will do that itself, but it will take a while, even with a 5 amp balancer. Just like your car charges, you have a 110 amp alternator. It doesn't give you 110 amps when you're at 13.8 compared to when you're at, you know, 10.9 volts. It depends, so it might take a while, and it's safe to do it that way. Awesome. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish I could help out more, but, you know, I do what I can do here. Brandon Banks, the look I give when someone says, I never heard of the L7X. You know, I just ask them, you know, you got any dirt in your hair from that rock you're laying underneath? You know, usually more so with just kicker in general, but I get it with just the L7X. And, you know, we are a very small niche. We're not computers. We're not, I don't even know, not even just consumer electronics. We're this little blip. You know, I watched the, SVS podcast, and nothing against it, but it's just three guys talking about home audio, and like, they're very smart, but there's no bells and whistles, and there's like 300 people watching. It's just, they got a bigger mass, and that's just how it is, and it just goes down the line. So yeah, if they've never heard of the L7X, I'm really not too surprised, but at the same time, it is what it is. Awesome. Oh, Jake, pennies. I share a birthday with Alma Gates, September 22nd. No way. Alma Gates with the Bronco. Now, this isn't the old Bronco, but this is a Bronco.
I would have loved to hear the old Bronco. I know she had a few different ones with different brands, but she had Kicker back in the day, and I think that's kind of where she got her, you know, kind of publicity, if you want to say. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that exactly, but rest in peace, Alma Gates. I know buddy of mine, Soda, he used to be pretty close with her too. Thank you so much, Jake. I appreciate you tuning in. And I do want to show you guys something. We got 52 people in here. Now, let me see if there's any other L7X builds. If not, I got a video here for you. I want to show you. It's only a minute long here. Let's see. We got another one and another one. Let's see. Oh, come on, Todd. Todd's just cheating here. He's just cheating, trying to get on the live stream. Those are the weirdest L7Xs I have ever seen in my life. But we'll go with that. The awesome L7Q series. The ones Choke Change was asking about, if they're going to make new ones. But yeah, they had the Comp Q and the L7Q. These are the square ones. The other ones are round. Awesome setup with the loaded enclosure. And I believe he got that from Big Jeff, because I don't think too many people actually have that. I know Kicker doesn't have that anymore, but still, nonetheless, thank you for sharing that, Todd. I appreciate you, man. Maybe I could do that, where I could make a post in Kicker Club, and, you know, for certain topics, like I'm doing, but maybe not an hour before the stream, and see if people want to share their stuff, you know, and do it probably just Friday, because that's what we do on Fridays. It's just, you know, we just do whatever. We got... Explode. Thank you, Dubby. Can I smell your buttered sausage, please? You know, I think he logged into the wrong live stream. This is Living Loud with Andy. It's Friday. I know Dubby, he's on the other side of the world, so he might get confused. Love you, Dubby. Thank you so much for the Sony Explode box. Jimmy P, driving 5 hours so I can do a show tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, man. And, man, you know, that's the hardest thing about, you know, what we do is we all live across the United States. Well, other places too. But still, the traveling to these shows is expensive, and it's risky, and it's long. So be safe, man. I appreciate you tuning in. The sound doctor has arrived. Oh, man, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that. Just saying that someone has arrived, I missed it. Thank you, sound doctor. You fill in the void. Appreciate you tuning in. And we're doing good, man. We are doing good. And we got 53 people in here. I do want to see, before I show the video, I sound like one of them TikTokers, you know, like, oh, I'm going to show you in like 5 seconds. And it's like 20 minutes later. All right, we got 30 likes, 45 people watching on YouTube. I love you guys. And awesome, cool. Look at that. Would you just look at that? You just got to look at it. So there's 15 people. They're just watching. They're just looking like, what is this guy? What is this guy anyway? He does car audio? Like, I don't understand. Appreciate you. Oh, we got 2 of them. We got 32 likes. Love you guys. Thank you so much. What is going on, Budget J? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Dusty, what is up? It's okay, man. That's why we do this for a whole hour. Appreciate you tuning in again. Man, awesome L7X build there. I wish I would have made that post earlier, because I know he would have thrown it up. I mean, I can find it, but that's... We'll see if I hit that bald end of the tire. We'll pull up Dusty's L7X build. It's beautiful. Otherwise, post in Kicker Club on a featured pin. Thank you for tuning in, man. And Trap House with a $5 super chat.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
We've needed that for way too long. Trap House, thank you, man. Need help setting crossovers through DSP for my 10 GT subs. I also ordered a smart battery isolator for the Lev 60. Thanks for advice, bub. Absolutely, man. And you know, the isolators, I feel like a lot of people say yay or nay. I've never had an issue with mine. And just like a lot of things in life, if you use it the proper way, it's never going to give you an issue. So yeah, with the crossovers on a DSP, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I've never used a DSP in my life, but I'm pretty darn good with tuning with my ears and crossovers with the head unit and the amplifier of what I have. All active stuff, no, you know, passive crossovers. And I know those are nice too. Trust me. But you know,
with setting up a DSP. I know they're pretty easy, but some can get pretty complicated. I know a channel that would probably help you out would be Car Audio Fab, or 5-Star Car Audio, Dean. And, you know, those are the channels where you can find answers like that. I'm just not a DSP guy. Not yet. I'm going to try to know as much about everything in car audio as I can by the time I'm dead. But that's one thing I just have not polished yet, and it will be on the list. But I will tell you this, with crossovers, you either set it in the front or you set it in the back. Don't do both, because then you're going to be running into problems. If you're going to set with your crossovers, like, you can do it with your amplifier on the back. If it's got enough crossovers for your sub, for your 4 mids and highs, like your 4-channel, your normal setup, and you can do it there. Or keep it wide open and use your head unit, just so that you're not doubling on the crossovers and limiting output and stuff along those factors there. Thank you so much, Trap House. I wish you luck with that. I know there's guys, maybe jump in the Discord, man. We can figure it out. We got guys there that can answer that question big time for you. That's a soft spot for me. Big time soft spot. All right, well, we got 52 people here. Let me make sure. We got some pennies, but I got to show you this video. All right, so this is a video of what does the L7X do on music? And I was going to post this, and I still will, but I want to show you guys first. We got 55 people in here tonight. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. What's it do on music? Let's find out. What does the L7X do on music? Let's find out.
Hey, was a good day. Murder with the 4-5, murder with the 9. Murder in that bitch, put that dick up in her spine. Murder with the 4-5, murder with the 9. Murder in that bitch, I don't do love, I don't do hate, I don't do color. Up in the branch, serving the branch, watching the color. Gotta extend, gotta know all of this gang talk.
It ain't bad. A 147.3, I can get a little bit more out of it, but it's just, you know, just music, both windows down, just full tilt boogieing. The loudest I've ever got with it was 48.4, but still, it's broken in, it's getting loud on just about the same amount of power, maybe a little bit less, and it doesn't need all that power neither. Thing does a 40 on like 120 watts. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Well, I wouldn't say 140. It's like probably like 200 watts, but still, you get the idea. It's very efficient. It's an awesome driver. And come on. I cannot confirm nor deny. Thank you for the pennies. I appreciate you. And for these nuts, yes, I appreciate it. Pennies galore. Thank you, Mike. Love you, buddy. Absolutely, Dusty. Absolutely. Speaking of which, okay, wow, we still got 49 people on YouTube, 54 over here. Still guys on Kicker Club. Scott Lott. Oh, man, talk about windy. Talk about windy. I hope you've been doing well, man. If you've seen any of my old YouTube videos on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, man, this guy was nuts. Nuts. All right, cool. Let me pull up, see if I can find if there's any other comments on that L7X post. If not, we're gonna pull up Sarah Dusty's. Brandon's got a video for us. He's got a video. We'll try to share a little bit of it here. Let me know if you guys can hear that. Oh, he's showing us like an SQ demo. He's about to get us demonetized here. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Star Wars. Wow. That's got the gravy, man. You know, it's like a theater on wheels. Punchy. Accurate. That's beautiful, man. You know, I love it. That's the way he had it before. He reshared it with me when he inverted them. I'm trying to let you guys hear it. I love that. Like just the look of it. I'm in love with it. It's awesome. It's got the ST9s on top with the super tweeters. That's an entirely sealed box too. That's not ported. It's like an old school flat wall, if you want to call it that. And a beautiful WRX. Ugh, Droll, God, Jelly, Gulls. Oh man. You know, I'm team Mitsubishi and all, but always wanted an 05. It's going for round 2 here. We got 60 people here. I love you guys. I gotta say, this is one of the most complete L7X builds I've seen so far. It's awesome. Whoa! You gotta love it. Man, Brandon, thank you for sharing that with me. Awesome stuff. You know, to see your guys' builds. Jesus. Can we not? Jeez. I love seeing your guys' build. You guys shared it with me. You know, Kicker Club makes it a lot easier. Love you guys. Thank you, Brandon. And Ashy, tell him. Smash the like for our boy. And you just gotta look at it.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
Thank you so much, Ashy. Thank you. Appreciate you sharing that with us, Brandon. Appreciate you. Come on, Robert. Man, you know, I love Facebook, but it's been getting a little bit out of hand. They all have. I deal with so many bots in Kicker Club, it's not even funny. Like, sometimes it's like, oh man, that's kind of interesting. And other times it's just like, God, what am I watching? Colby's #1 fan. Have you ever got your car stuck on a speed bump? Happy birthday, Jake, with my remaining letters. Happy birthday, Jake, again. And, you know, me personally, no, not yet. I used to hang out with the tuners, you know, so you know the whole drive sideways thing. I am about 3.5 inches lower on the back and 2.5 on the front, plus the weight of the system. Just, nah, not yet. Thank God. It's low enough to be low, but it's not too low where I can't drive anywhere. Yeah, the airbag. That's what Colby's #1 fan was asking if an airbag has ever been set off by base, and I believe it has. I know it can, and that's a scary thing too, big time, guys. That's what I'm gonna look up. Can I look it up here? That's in. I wish I could look up it in Kicker Club. Dusty's build. I know he has it in there. I'm so used to Facebook mobile. There it is. There we go. Okay, so it's over to the right. A few things that Dusty shared with us here. Oh, it's freezing on me. Come on. It's StreamYard, dude. It probably looks fine on your end. It's just my computer. It's done this before. Big time. Anywho, he's got 4 L7Xs in his car. Here's a video of it. MD Teraamps. Full bridge. Looks like he's got, I would say, 80 some amp hours, if not more, of headway cells. It's definitely more than 64. That's awesome, man. And that's when he first picked them up. And I think he had more there. Here's a little bit of flex video. L7X goodness right here. There's a guy that has like 6 or 8 of these in a wall, and I haven't seen too many videos. I know he competes with it. And we got a lot of comments. I am so far behind on the comments. So far behind. Oh, I lost it. Come on, man. See if we got any other. I think that's it. Awesome. Cool. Cool beans. Rest in peace, rearview mirror. If you got one, you're not loud enough, but you know, I had one for the longest time in my car, and it just snapped randomly one day in the Eclipse. Very, 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 very strong rear view mirror. I'll give it that. So he's got a band of 15K and 192 amp hours. Holy moly. So you got more than what's in that picture. You have to. There's no way. I mean, I've seen like at least 20, yeah, 20 times 8. Yeah. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That's a lot. That's awesome, man. And you're going to need it for that 15,000 watt amplifier. Big time. All right, I'm going to scroll over these comments and see if I missed anything else. And we'll wrap this thing up. We don't have to keep it to an hour, but let's just see. If Kicker was no longer to exist, what would be your next choice of car audio? Man, Todd, jeez. That's a good question. Do I go to the dark side of Sundown, or do I go another route? I don't know. That would be a very hard, like, what would be a good second backup? Maybe like, you know, if Orion was still probably around, like, I feel them, but you know, there's Digital Designs. You know, I've been pretty close with Blake and just watching a bunch of videos, and I feel like they have the same kind of mindset. I mean, it must be an Oklahoma thing, where, you know, you're building the products from the ground up pretty much. You know, some are not and some are, and it's just, yeah, it's got the same kind of structure. So probably Digital Designs, or maybe the dark side of Sundown. I don't know. That is what those rhetorical what if questions that just get you in trouble, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in, Todd. And Ashy is dabbing, dab. Yeah, you know, you got that, and like Transformers, maybe with the wong coming all over you, just sounds intense. All right, let's see. Tech screen game over. 25 wins. I haven't seen 25 posting. There he is, and he is on Craigslist. Yes, Monday Night Football. Is that what that? No, that's not it. SJC up in the house saying happy birthday to Jake. Happy birthday, Jake. All right. Where else? Andy, I was told. Andy, I was told you're running a Terramp 30K under the Kicker. Can you reveal this conspiracy is true, please? Oh, man. If I had to tell you, I don't know if I could do the show anymore. No, I'm just kidding. That Warhorse, are you talking about the L7X? Yeah, maybe. No. Nope. Yeah, I got another L7X under that one, and it's Infinite Baffle, and that's how the hair's going like that. And then Cookie Monster, yeah, it's got a Terramp 80K under there. Thank you for tuning in, Dubby. Jake just wants to look at it. That's what happens when we get the $5 super chat.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
Happy birthday, Jake. I just want to thank y'all for the birthday wishes. If you don't hit the like, you might as well be deviant. Sorry, not sorry. Thank you, Jake. And I know we did lose Deviant. I hope he returns. You know, it's life. And, you know, with communities, when they get tight, you know, things can happen. But I will never regret anything that, you know, that we gain or lose, because at the end of the game, that's what matters, you know, if you make it or not. And hopefully he comes back, but he's not here anymore. So no one gets to arrive, no one gets to depart. We just get to have the live stream as we normally would, but we miss you, man. And, you know, it is what it is. But
happy birthday, Jake. And I appreciate everything that you do for me, for the community, and just being a person that you are and that you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and awesome freaking enclosure, man. Big time. Big time. Oh, let's see. There it is. There it is. See, like, there's these things, okay? I don't know if it's your first time ever tuning into a live stream, some of y'all that are here, but there's these things that we do, and when there's certain things we don't do, throws me off. Like the rain. We need the rain. We need a little bit of rain. That's one of them. Thank you for tuning in. 25. Appreciate you. No way. No way. I would never. I will say I will not do that. Terramp 80K. It's a thing. I think they got a 320 too. I believe it. They really do. It's like high voltage though. Oh, this is a bad question. Who would you fire first if they worked for you, Andy, Bubba, or SDK? Is that a question for, wait, Bubba or Jake? I don't know. I feel like Jake would probably do something to make me upset quicker than Bubba would. So I feel like it would have to be Jake, but then he'd come back anyway, be like, I thought you were just kidding last night. I'm like, I was. And then he'd be back. So that's probably how that would go. Amen. Appreciate you tuning in, Sound Doctor. Jeff Wallace, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. The thunderstorm is coming, and Kibo with a $5 super chat. Here we go.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it.
Look at it. Just look at it. Boy, imagine reading a super chat before reading a super chat. Man, you know, that's the thing. It's like, do read or not to read the super chat. And thank you, Kibo. Appreciate you tuning in. Doy. I can't wait. I used to be able to do Homer Simpson's doy. No, I can't do it. I'll do it on the Discord after party. I'll figure it out. Thank you, Kibo. Appreciate you tuning in. And that's it. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I know. I feel like we covered a lot today with just, you know, the stuff that I've been doing. L7X and just quad box and batteries and Tuesday and lots of stuff. SJC, when you put a huge box in your car and only need to lower the front, what would you call that? I don't know if that would be lowered or not. And you only need to lower the front because it'd be definitely squatted without lowering the front. You know, you see some of those base cars, if they don't do their suspension right, they are squatting. Excuse me. Freddie. I like this camera. Freddie, how does the Kicker Solo X compare to the L7S 15, being that they are both 1000 watts RMS? Well, okay. The Solo X, the L7X, this guy sitting right over here, this is a 2000 watt RMS driver. It's got a 3-inch coil. And the L7S 15 is, I believe it's a 2.58 inch coil, like 2.5, and it's rated 1000 RMS. Now, if it's the Q, it's rated 1200, but regardless, so you got a 1000 versus a 2000. And the Solo X, I don't quote me, but it's probably close to twice the amount of travel, how far the speaker can move, pretty much just displacement, air being moved, compared to the L7S. Now, do the L7Ss get down? Yes. Are they more efficient than an L7X 12? Probably. But by how much? I don't know. I would love to put apples versus apples, but you never can. And then you're comparing a 12 versus a 15 too. That 15 just inherently going to have more output. I feel like a 15 L7S, like that's what I feel like I have in the back of Kayla's car. Not a 12. It feels like a 15 L7S, you know, but something that can take the power a little bit better than the other drivers that I've had compared to the old Solo X. Now, the L7Rs, they handle the power a little bit better than my old Solo X, man. I'm telling you, it's old school technology. My driver's made from like 2007, okay? They haven't changed anything since. The L7R is like a product that's been around for 5-6 years, and Solo X, I mean, that's brand new. So, do they compare? I would say pretty close. Just for maybe sheer output,
But with that 15, you're probably going to need to build a bigger box than you would for the solo L7X. But being said that, whatever, you're going to have different types of tonality of how the enclosure works. Maybe the 15 needs to be in a bigger box to dip down as low as the 12 would. And say the 12 dips down lower than the 15 in a smaller box, but it might not have a higher output at higher frequencies compared to the 15 that's in a smaller box, or just whatever the situation is. And then the whole thing of just how drivers work, man, just there's no way to compare. I love Parker's videos of sub comparisons and just whatever, but it's for entertainment. It's not for scientific data, because there is no real way to compare it, because there's always a scenario where this driver, okay, it might not work well on this, but it's going to work a lot better than this one that beat this one, and it's just, there's no perfect scenario of comparing drivers. There isn't. In layman's terms, yes, I feel like the L7S 15 would be a great comparison compared to the 12, but with factors limiting of enclosure space, power handling, and power applied and output that you're looking for. Thank you, Freddie Ross. I love those kind of questions, and I know people are always thinking that, and they're commenting it. Base heads on a budget. A little bit in Kicker Club too, man, but that's what we do. That's what we're here for, and I appreciate you guys tuning in, and awesome, cool. I'm glad I didn't miss that one, because that was a pretty good question right there. Awesome. Yes, 2.38 and 5.8 in the solos, the L7Ss, yes. I think the 2.38 is probably, it's not the L5, it might be the L5 driver that had the 2.38, or maybe that's the 10. What's up, Annie? Link to Discord, Kicker Club. Oh, come on. I know who that is. I know who that is. You already got it. All right. Cool. Got 56 people. We got an angry emoji. Why do we got an angry emoji? Who angry emojied it? Who did it? We're going to do a who done it. Who done it? Was it you, Thomas? Chris? Casey? It was probably Casey. Andy, is there a reset button on the KXA 1200.1? A reset button. Well, you mean for the pairing? There is for the pairing, for the Bluetooth bass knob. But for the amp itself, I wouldn't say there's like a reset button or anything like that. Just, turn it on, turn it off like you normally would. If it's not turning on, usually those amps will, light up to a degree, and they'll tell you they're in protect. And they're pretty smart too. You can have positive hooked up or a ground hooked up and not positive, but have RCAs connected, and it'll flash protect, saying that there's no power. But it's getting enough power from the RCAs, from DC, offset, voltage, whatever the situation is, to turn it on. And I've noticed that with stock head units. But with a reset button with that, I don't know. And I would contact, you could drop another comment below, see if I can get it before the end of the stream here, Rob. Appreciate you tuning in. But if I can't answer your question, call Kicker Tech Support, kicker.com, go to Tech and Support, give them a call, shoot them an email. They will figure it out for you. But there is no reset button. If it's just not lighting up, I need to put it on my YouTube channel again. I got it on the Patreon. I think I had it on YouTube. I just need to put on my Facebook, on my website, of just, what to look for when you're troubleshooting with an amplifier, a subwoofer, a head unit, what to look for, and the steps to do it. All right, cool. Because the L7S and CVX, are really close to being the same thing. They really are. Or not the L7S and CVX. It's just a round L7S with different features because it's round. I honestly like the OG Thomas. I love the OG, but that's just telling me one thing. You probably don't have an L7X yet. If you do, I like Okay. Nostalgia, these are cooler looking. This one has really grown on me, and I love it. Just like the look of it. Now, pure performance of just output, it kills it. Now, sound quality, these sound a little different than these. It could be the box, it could be the car, it could be my ears. It's my opinion. But, you know, you give and you take, just like you do anything in car audio and life. You know, you're trying to get a ton of excursion, keep up with all these other guys and, you know, big drivers. These things, Greg, back in the car audio competition league, competed with 2 of those 18s in SQ. So that just kind of tells you why people love these OG ones. They sounded damn good. And these ones sound good too. But, you know, I can tell a little bit. It's maybe not quite as SQ as that one. But still, it has a lot more potential than the old one does and can handle a ton more power. Awesome. We got everyone dropping. I love you guys. I'm not going to leave you here. Oh, we got to answer Rob's. Andy, it works just fine. It seemed like it pumped up on the bottom end from 20 to 40 hertz. I don't have a remote for it. Okay. I mean, it's all on your gain settings, really. There's nothing digital that you need to reset on that radio at all, or on that amplifier at all. Sorry, I'm getting tired here. I'm trying to think. 20 to 40 hertz. I mean, maybe your subwoofer broke it in more. Maybe one of your kids or friends turned up the gain. I know there's bass boost EQ, like a Q factor of like frequency range and Q factor on those amplifiers. I would look at that. I kind of just set everything right in the middle and bass boost down and then gain accordingly. And those amps are awesome to be able to set with your game. You already know that. Appreciate you tuning in. With something like that, I would say just check your settings, try a bunch of different songs and see what works and what doesn't. Appreciate you tuning in, Rob. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Hit the like and appreciate you. I'm curious to see what amplifier Kicker brings to the competing market. Warhorse, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Anytime, Rob. Anytime. Oh, Larry. He just never arrived. That's it. I love you guys. I will see you Tuesday. That's right. Tuesday. I will see you Tuesday. And I guess we can do the outro. Or do we just do the L7X hair trick video, no outro, and then kill it? I say we do that. I don't know. I really like this L7X video. It's only 55 seconds long, so you guys be ready. No outro. Straight clipping. I love you guys. You know, this is kind of weird without having an outro and having a caboose, but I mean we can treat this as the caboose. And see, there's Cornut coming in. He's in there like flies on rice all the way from Nevada. Love you, man. Cornut the caboose. I think that's it. No one else is coming in. Is that it? Cornut, I love you, man. I really do. And stay living loud. I will see you guys on Tuesday, kicking it with Andy. Batteries. It's going to be fun. I will see you guys in the Discord after party. Link in bio. Love you guys. And as always, stay living loud.